Hello, and today I'm going to teach you how to create a click-to-dial plugin for your FreePBX server. I actually built a plugin for Chrome which allows you to do a select and dial, or actually key in the number into the drop-in menu and dial. I'll show you how to use that in a second. The first step is to be able to create a user which is going to allow the service to access your FreePBX server. So to do that, you're going to go into your settings menu and go to asterisk manager users. You need a manager user in order to make the call. What you're going to do is just go in here and create a name. This is the username, so we'll call it man123, and password, we'll just do pass123 just for testing purposes. Now, this user is going to be actually accessing it off the localhost server, so you can leave this as default, and that's going to make sure that this user can't access it from a remote location. It would have to be from the server itself, which is where it's going to be coming from. Now, I'm not sure about all these settings. I would assume that the call function would be fine. I didn't really test it out. I just did all in all in case I wanted to use this for future. And you're just going to check this off and hit submit. And once you do that, you would have the apply config button highlighted up here. Hit that and you're good to go. So now this user is created, and what we're going to do next is input this information into our PHP file. And don't worry about that, that is actually created, just came back. So if I click back to the user, you'll see, delete the user or whatever it is, and this has all permissions. Now I'm going to show you how to use the PHP file. Okay, this is a general PHP document which I was actually found online and just made some modifications to. I just have over here just to show errors if there are any. And basically this is where we're going to input the username and password. So we did man123 and pass123, and that would actually be really the only thing you're going to have to change on this file. Just the username and password. So that's pretty much it. Just to run through the file so you understand what it's doing. It's set for localhost, which was allowed in that user because it's actually going to be running from the same server as your FreePBX. Extension is looking for the request extension, which could be, I guess, a get or a post variable. However you want to communicate with the script. We're going to be using a get variable. And what it's doing is actually just showing the extension as a SIP extension. And then if you look down here, it's also looking for the phone number. It could either be number or phone. I use phone just for simplicity. And that's just setting that, making sure that it's all the same. The next step is I am just actually cleaning up the phone number and removing dashes, spaces, and parentheses. And then I have another general script which removes any non-numeric characters from the number. In the future I may make some modifications to this to allow for text to number conversion. Like if you have a number like 1-800-flowers and you want to convert it, then you might want to use that. But for right now, this is just cleaning that all out. And then it's just going ahead and actually putting in with the fputs function in PHP and creating the call, and then you'll see an echo should be calling number if it's working. If not, then you won't see anything. And that's about it. This is pretty simple and straightforward. All you're gonna have to do is save this file with the correct username and password, and then put it onto your FreePBX server in a web accessible location. So you should by default probably have Apache installed, so you can probably put it in the var www or whatever you can point to, either with the URL or directly with the IP address, and that's what you're going to be calling to actually initiate the phone calls.